Hello, this is University Time News. This program is about the most interesting and exciting events of the Commonwealths of Russian oil and gas companies, higher education institutions and energy companies consortium. At UTime TV studio is Evgeny in today's issue. The First Spartakiad Consortium, results, achievements and plans for the future. Gazprom Neft Hockey Cup, all sports trophy mysteries. Severgeoecotech, how to clean the Arctic from oil spills and to attach underground floor to the house. Education from A to Z, a job fair and a robotic festival all rolled into one. Once again, about outstanding workers, success stories of young Gazprom Dobycha Yamburg Company specialists. In the beginning of March, the first Spartakiad of the Russian Mineral Resources Universities Consortium had finished. It took place at a sports arena of the St. Petersburg Mining University. More than 500 students from 8 higher education institutions of our country demonstrated their skills in swimming, chess, mini-football, table tennis, boxing, judo, basketball and volleyball. More details on why the higher education institution has become an undisputed champion and whether the Spartakiad will become a tradition are in our next story. At the University of Mainz took place the first Spartakiad of the Russian Mineral Resources Universities Consortium. The opening ceremony brought together 500 athletes from 8 higher education institutions of our country that train personnel of the industrial field. Sports and athletic activities for professionals working in exploration, mining, processing of raw materials today, unfortunately, are often perceived as a private matter. This is not right. Working with the subsoil is not just a business, but highly technical and knowledge-intensive field that requires not just a new quality staff, but specialists who are capable of making decisions on the spot in response to changing geological conditions and the occurrence of sudden minor technological complications. Good knowledge is not enough to work under these conditions. You have to be physically healthy and hardy. Exercise should not be just a hobby, but a philosophy of life. For a week, over 500 students from 8 higher education institutions of Russia demonstrated their skills in swimming, chess, five-a-side, table tennis, boxing, judo, basketball and volleyball. The champion titles were awarded to teams of different universities depending on the kinds of sports developed best at those institutions. For example, North Caucasian Institute of Mining and Metallurgy team won in all weight class where they competed. Students from Almatyevsk won at the sports center pool located in the academic building number 2. They were the best in swimming tournament in the overall standings. Silver medals were given to the representatives of two men. Bronze went to the athletes from St. Petersburg. Representatives of the University of Mainz women's swimming team won gold medals in the relay, the most prestigious type of swimming in the program. The hostesses of the Spartakiad won both freestyle swimming relay and a medley swimming relay. Representatives of Almatyevsk won the men's swimming relay gold. The favorite of the women's volleyball tournament was known in advance as a number of athletes included in the UFA University team are the youth league players for the farm club Ufimechki. This is a professional team playing in the Russian Super League. It came as no surprise that the guest of the capital of Bashkiria became the trophy holders securing victory in each game. I think that our team is still on a level above others. Yesterday there was a bitter struggle with two-man team. Today we've just played with Ukhta team. We easily won, but as they say, you cannot underestimate the opponent, so we are going to focus on the next game with a team from Petersburg. Representatives of the University of Mainz won the first place in boxing according to overall standings. They won in 4 weight classes of 10 and did not fall behind Ukhta Masters, who claimed victory after the first 5 final matches. In the under 49 kg weight category, Ilya Grechin and Valentin Ivanchukov won gold medals. Among heavyweights, the best was Sergei Kirillov, and the best boxer of the tournament was Andrei Konovalov, who competed in the weight class up to 75 kg. He has been studying in the mining faculty. Second place in the overall standings was given to Ukhta University. Everything is awesome. It's my first time at Spartakiad like this, and I only recently began fighting competitively. Adrenaline's pumping, obviously. I want this bad and enjoyed a lot. Thanks for making this happen. There were good boxes from Tyumen and Petersburg. I watched fights. They were very interesting, and I liked them. The basketball champion was determined one day before the end of competition, when Tyumen University team won the match against Ukhta. Third place went to Ufa residents, while the silver medals were won by the team from Ukhta. USTU students were the best in the tournament overall standings in table tennis. Bronze medals of a futsal tournament were given to Almatyevsk representatives. Silver went to the Tyumen University team. The winner of the tournament was Ufa team. For many years, Spartakiad was of Soviet Union oil and gas higher education institutions, and then it was renewed as Russian one. Today it has expanded its format, and now Spartakiad includes not only oil and gas, but mining universities as well, due to the Russian Mineral Resources Universities Consortium created by our rectors. This is a good tradition at a new stage. We believe that it should be developed in this direction. It can be even more interesting because more universities join it. So there are more teams and participants who communicate not only among oil and gas university students. It is very important. We have never competed in such sport before. The teams differ in their preparation level. There is new kind of sport including boxing. Of course, they have taken regulation, and those kind of sports that were during Oil and Gas University Spartakiad is the basis. Nevertheless, all was very nice, and we are grateful to the organizers as they have done everything to ensure that we were comfortable here. After such a large-scale Spartakiad, St. Petersburg Mining University was visited by Deputy Prime Minister Olga Golodets. She took part in the opening ceremony of the reconstructed mining library and engineering research center, talked with students and postgraduates, as well as got acquainted with university facilities. When I worked as a Deputy Director General for Human Resources at Norilsk-Nickel, we had fruitful cooperation with the University of Mines. So that's why I came here like in my native home. I have great respect for everything that is done here by Rector Vladimir Stefanovich Litvinenko and his deputies. University students are always very disciplined and smart. This amazing fusion of professionalism and discipline gives a perfect result. At the University of Mainz, alumni are successful in their careers. They reach great heights and are always in demand in the Russian labor market. I mean, we are the absolute leaders in mining sector in the global space of the global economy. On April 20, largest European youth hockey tournament, Gazprom Neft Cup, will start in Russia and Belarus. Every young hockey player dreams of raising a cup over their head. However, what is a trophy? What does it look like? Who created it? Where is it now? On the eve of a large-scale sports holiday, our crew got answers to these and other questions. Europe's largest youth hockey tournament, Gazprom Neft Cup, will be held for the 8th time. The tournament will be held in adult way. KHL professional jury will judge the matches. Games are held in the ice arena, certified for matches between professional league teams. The main trophy, Gazprom Neft Cup, is made by the same craftsman that created Gagarin Cup. It has already become the main attraction. Cup weight is 14 kilograms, and it is made only from natural materials, precious woods, precious metals. Several months usually pass from sketching on paper to finished cup. To make Gazprom Neft Cup, they used technical know-how such as casting, forging and etching. As a result, the trophy was not only memorable, but also strong as young hockey players' characters. It is very pleased that we have won a cup. It is very valuable, real. The team was happy, glitter flew. All ran to this cup, hugged and jumped. Now we have won a Gazprom Neft Cup, and in the future we are going to win Gagarin Cup. Only few Yugos counterparts can boast that in their 10 years they are the owner of their prestigious trophy. In April 2013, the guys from CSKA won tractor team from Chelyabinsk in Gazprom Neft Cup competition. All year the cup was at the most prominent place in the museum of the Capital Club, near the famous portraits of soldiers Harlamov, Petrov and Mikhailov. Yegors and his teammates will continue progress. They train and teach younger players. No matter how their sports careers developed, they will never forget this victory. Largest international youth forum conference, Severgeoecotech 2014, completed its work at Ukhta University. More than 400 researchers from 27 cities of Russia and CIS countries presented their ideas to the jury. Our correspondent learned how to clean the attic from oil spills and attach underground garage to the house. Initially, Severgeoecotech was created as a student technical conference. Over the years, the forum has received international status, and the number of sections has increased to 23. The theme covers many areas from economy to fuel industry and architecture. Severgeoecotech today is a major scientific event for the entire region. In my opinion, youth conferences can help identify a potential reserve of talented people who will be like a diver for youth science and science development in general. USTU student Margarita Yerofeyevskaya spoke about the project on oil spill in Arctic conditions. She has been doing this topic for 2 years. The method is based on sports treatment with a special substance, dispersant. As a result, the oil is separated from water and processed by marine microorganisms. The method offered by the girl also considered the need of contaminated sites ice treatment. In the nearest future, she is going to create a pilot plant. Margarita will present the idea at the national contest UMNIC 2014. Nobody has developed this method earlier, so we decided to try our hand in it. Taking part in November SMN conference, I heard some shortcomings, and we together with my supervisor decided to continue developing this topic. Uchta Higher Education Institution student Mikhail Shibanov introduced new technology of the addition of basement floors to existing buildings. Most important thing here is that this method does not require evictions or suspension of organization work, it operates in the building. I have made a detailed analysis of these technology applications in the cities of our country, in particular in Uchta. At the moment, there is only one building in Uchta where this technology can be applied. I speak about Uchta Palace of Culture. Severgeoecotech 2014 lasted 3 days. On March 28, they summed up the conference and awarded the winners. Also, a collection based on the best papers of the forum will be published. Uchtayan scientists presented their developments to the strict jury, and at the North Caucasus Federal University they have already defended their first thesis. Graduates of industrial design presented a draft of winter extreme rest attraction, project design of mobile shower cubicles, mini complex for the rest on the water. What other interesting things were presented by future designers right now in our next story? Young and CFU designers again surprised everyone with their originality and creativity. They presented their own unique designs protecting the thesis. Diploma writing lasts for 9 months. Strictly speaking, they protect their product. Therefore, it is always the emotion, it is always beautiful. This table is a real kitchenette. It is equipped with stove and sink, everything you need for cooking. It is installed in small apartments, dormitories, offices and summer houses. There is no need to provide all supply because it includes a water tank. Students prepared many interesting proposals for the tourist complex. I've developed a mini complex for the rest on the water or a boat for a picnic. It is designed for 6-8 people, equipped with everything necessary for rest outdoors. There are container refrigerators, storage compartments, an umbrella made of solar panels, through which the power of the electric motor and the boat are supplied, making them move. Students developed a lot of projects under specific customers. For example, furniture that grows with your child, fountain which is easily installed in any room and transformed into an aquarium if you want. Once again, students have proven that they have many interesting proposals and they are ready to offer them to the producers. At the Northern Arctic University, some students have already received diplomas. There was graduation ceremony on Bachelor of Circumpolar Studies. 13 students studied contemporary issues of Circumpolar region, history and politics of the Scandinavian countries, and successfully defended their thesis projects. Every Northern Arctic University student has an opportunity to graduate from higher education institution with 2 diplomas. To do this, it is necessary to become the participant of the Bachelor of Circumpolar Studies program, which is implemented in cooperation with the Norwegian University of Nordland. Arkhangelsk is among 7 higher education institutions partners of this project since 2006. Alexander Feld, graduate of the program, spoke about the beginning of study. Then the process has just begun. That means it was difficult to understand the core of this additional training program. We failed to clear up the distance learning system when people write models, send answers and get evaluation. Then there was written exam, which was remote too. If they succeeded, they went abroad. However, it was not necessarily. It must be earned. Faculty of History was the first which tried distance education. Today, 7 NARFU institution students have received BCS diplomas. This was possible thanks to the continuous work to improve the educational program. The program has become more academic, and now I'm ready to say that it is at one level with any undergraduate programs. It seems to me that passing the exam this year, you helped us to confirm this program. You showed us that it is possible, although we know that it is really hard work. To learn BCS program, you should be ready to overcome at least 2 difficulties. The first one is in the fact that learning is in English, the second is in parallel study of 2 curricula. If properly manage your time, you can study in Northern Arctic University as well as in Nordland simultaneous. So I think if you want something, you will find time to do it. You can have time not only learn new skills, but also get thrills. One component of this program is training in Norway, where students not only attend classes, but spend their free time together. Diplomas in hand, and it means that another issue rare but much needed for Arctic specialists ready to work. Thank you, Merit, for a very good project. We need to continue it. Within 12 years, Yekaterinburg exhibition Education from A to Z is the center of business communication in the field of educational technology, innovation and creative approaches to involvement in science. Centennial Ural Mining University participated in the exhibition and invited its future students to go down in the history of the first Ural higher education institution. All educational institutions of the city are in one place. 16th exhibition Education from A to Z has begun its work in Yekaterinburg. Rectors themselves answered applicants' questions about future learning. Mining University, that celebrates its century this year, in addition to new specialties, offers future students to go down the history. The most important thing is that such anniversary is only once, so if you enter the Mining University this year, you will remain in history. Ural mining stand was popular not only among school children. Guests of honor of the exhibition are quite interested in offers made by the first investor in the Urals. Minister of Education of Sverdlovsk region, Yuri Bektuganov, was satisfied with everything he saw. This university has its history and traditions, but most interesting is that it is perspective in terms of getting jobs of engineering specialties. I am sure those who made the choice in favor of the mining university made the right choice. For participants of the Miss and Mr. Mining University, this exhibition is another competitive stage. New test for contestants is to ask the highest number of applicants and to find out the most interesting specialties for them. 4 hours of the exhibition had passed, and I have had 70 forms. The guys actively respond to the offer. They really want to find out information about the specialties that you have at the mining university. They are very interested in your specialty. This year, the university begins admission to the Faculty of Urban Development. Newly created Institute of World Economy will open its doors to students. At the exhibition, you can ask future professors about new specialties. Last year, a new division of Institute of World Economy has been opened, and this made it possible to expand the range of training profiles of economics, management and personnel management. In addition to the most beautiful students and new areas of training, Mining University stand could boast a real meteorite and bowl of prophetic desires. Well, let's see what today I will be lucky with. The mind is much more than the power. Mind will help if the power is useless. All can choose a specialty and charge luck before the entrance exams within 3 days. The first stage of the 14th competition of Gazprom Dobycha Yamburg Young Specialists is in full swing. Today, the organizing committee has already received more than 150 competitive applications applying for the passage to the next round. In the meantime, we will continue the story of the previous winner's successful start. More details about personal development and professional heights are in our special report. Antonina Gaidukova won the third open competition for young professionals in 2008, but she still remembers her team and the atmosphere of the second creative stage. She remembers the feeling of goal achievement, the feeling when you hear your name among the winners. It was the flag that is on top of the mountain. However, getting on this top, you realize that this is only the beginning of the way. Study was finished and diploma of Tyumen Oil and Gas University Geological Faculty was received. Now there is the way ahead for the young specialist at Russia's largest gas production company. She was one of the few who were immediately offered to work in Novorengoy as an engineer. When you know that what you really want, you walk through life safely and you can solve any problems because you have a goal, your guide in life. For a long time, science was the guide for young engineer geologists. Presentations of professions, reports at various conferences, roundtable discussions and seminars prove that Antonina has found her company. I am interested in many things, in particular in scientific and practical conferences. This is vast experience from the development of the rapid theme to performance to the public, when you prove postulates that you advance. 2 years ago, Antonina Gaidukova was offered to realize herself in the personnel office in the staff development department of Gazprom Dobycha Yamburg. After thinking, she decided to learn a new profession. Actually, from the first days, Antonina took an active life and social position. She showed herself in all activities organized by the personnel service. Also, she participated in those programs as one of the experts who could clearly explain students about profession of gas producer. I consider it as a new stage of my career, a new milestone in the development of my various competences and skills of working with people, creation of various programs, events, work with youth, students, as well as with pupils within the framework of career-oriented activities. Now Antonina is studying on personnel management at the Gazprom Corporate Institution. In addition to work and study, she is the chairman of the Council of Young Specialists and Scientists since 2011. This youth structure has more than 10 years history. Council for her is a team of friends close to the spirit and aims. It is science, and this is a place for discussion and adoption of new young workers. Let's imagine that a young man, a young specialist, having only one suitcase in his hands, come to the gas fields. He nobody knows here. The guys from the Council of Young Specialists will help him in any issues from domestic to professional, because it is very important, support is necessary here. Antonina is known not only in Gazprom Dobycha Yamburg. Within 2 years, she leads Novorengoy Youth Council. This year, she was also elected in Gazprom Youth Coordinating Council. Antonina Gaidukova is multiple winner and prize winner of scientific conferences of different levels, participant of the Youth Forum Selege, various regional seminars and congresses. Under the program, she was trained in Germany and Latvia, and she still had the gratitude of the head of the gas capital. She is always in the public eye, she is very active, she always manages to cope with any tasks, and she is interested in many things. When you want something, you make a choice in favor of this action, this lesson, because you are really interested in it. It is really useful. Over the incomplete 6 years of work, Antonina could carve a niche in the company. She takes part in every significant public event of Gazprom Dobycha Yamburg. The secret of her success is simple like all brilliant. She's 27 now, and currently Antonina Gaidukova helps companies develop, working in the personnel office. Today, young employees are now part of the company. Many of them came after winning the open competition of young specialists, and many of them are expected to come. That's all for today. UTimeNews team wishes everyone sunny weather. Watch University Time News online. With you at the studio was Evgeny Tur. See you in our next broadcast.